very unofficial. This field right here, during a normal summer, which we're not in summer, but in a normal summer, Broadway shows come out here and they have teams. And then corporations, they come out here and they have teams. Even though I've never worked in an office setting, not for more than a day or something, what I can tell you that's really beautiful about these corporations is they do a lot of team building activities. And one of them is playing baseball or soccer or softball and really getting people to, enjoy each other's time outside of the structure, right? Outside of the building. Because if people like each other, obviously they're going to work better together. One of the coolest promotion jobs I did was helping this corporation. I think it was ABC or CBS, but a news group, and part of their team was there, and I helped them play a game. So they would open a bag of what looked like toys, and then they would have instructions. They would work together with a time limit, and that would increase their skills of working together, both in the office, out of the office, as friends or acquaintances, but it really strengthened them as a team. And it was really hysterical, like people who really wanted to win, people who didn't care about winning. Even there was like, this was a game, but like the cheating, because they were so like, we have to win. And we were there to watch them and to make sure that they were communicating nicely and to make sure that they were following the rules as well as timekeepers. It was a really exciting job. And that to me looked like a great benefit for working for a corporation, which, like I said, I'm not sure which one it was, but it was definitely a news organization. And I really loved watching how competitive these people were with the other teams as well as within, their own group. Like they would have to build like a tower out of Tinker Toys, these like little pieces of wood with balls, and you stick them together and you have to create a tower in a certain amount of time. Or they would have to do like a little calisthenic, so run back and forth 15 times holding like 4 balls like on their head with their hands, like really silly things, but they had to follow the rules and they would have to work together in order to accomplish the task. So that was really fun to watch. I'm going to try to walk a different way once I go through this tunnel. I'm going to try to take my feet in a different pathway. I think when we shake up our routines, it helps to make the mind nimble and flexible. Because if we do the same thing every day in the same way, our mind can become kind of like stuck. So I'm going to do my best when I get out of the tunnel to walk a different direction that I normally would walk. Gosh, and I notice that I tend to walk quickly when I'm trying to get somewhere. And then it makes it for a bouncy walk. And I remember when I would go to Europe and you would get so excited because you wanted to see a structure, and you would get there and it would totally be under reconstruction. Well, here we are. Here we are at what is called the dairy, and unfortunately they are doing some work, so that's kind of a bummer. Okay, so let's see what way I would normally walk. Usually I would probably walk left before right, so let's go right for a moment, but not for too long. Because I keep feeling maybe I should be going left. Huh. Yeah. Well. Oh. Oh, good. Yeah, let's go see the ice skating rink.
Embarrassed to see what it's like.
So I tried to. Whoop. So I try to find good news to share every time I talk and walk. So first of all, I wanted to tell you that I could not find my little mittens that had the fingers out, so it's easy to adjust the camera. So today I just want to show you, I took my really warm socks, and I hope you can see I didn't really do a good job on the cutting out of the fingers, but they're super warm, and when I'm not really touching the camera, then I can just pull them up like this. And it's not that cold right now, but these are super warm because you really need to be able to touch things. So like I said, it was really fast because I wanted to get outside, and I could not find my little mittens, so I makeshift. I made something. I got it done for today. They actually are super warm. A little bit sad that I cut up my really warm socks, but you get the idea. So I wanted to share some good news. I don't know where you are right now. I'd love to hear where you are in the comments, but this little land called Instagram has all these really cool contests, and there's someone I know who's like my Instagram angel. And she sends me all of these contests and like ways to win, like free drinks or free food or free coffee, free whatever. And sometimes I have time and I take the time to do these little contests. Sometimes it's easy, like just put in your email, sign up for our newsletter. But other times you have to really express your desires in life. So I entered an application for one company that's doing a 10-week business course. And I don't even remember when I did it, but I won. And I wanted to share this because you never win anything unless you try. And oftentimes an application process for going to college or going to graduate school or for doing a work program wherever you're working, honestly, sometimes they're daunting. Many questions. Who have you worked for? When did you work for them? What did you do? What do you want? What are you thinking about? Why do you want to do this? And oftentimes the pain of filling out all of those questions, sometimes you worry like, oh, if I spend 3 weeks on this application and if I don't get it, did I waste my time? Well, I want to say that about 6 months ago, and if I didn't tell you guys already, I am working with I call my boyfriend, Beyonce fiance. I actually call him my Beyonce boyfriend. Fiance, put it together, you get Beyonce, you get the idea. We are working on a fitness app, and it will be launching this year in 2021. And we spent more than a week applying for a contest that if we won for our business, we would receive $50,000. Oh, look, the light just came on. So every day we spent 2 or 3 hours and we answered all of their questions. And many of the questions were pretty deep, like, why do you want to do this business? What is the reason underlying? What is your why? It also talked about, like, what is the projection over the next 5 years? What do you see in the next 10 years? What are the obstacles that you're facing? You know, who do you want to reach? Why in the world are you doing this business at this time? Why is it important to you? Why is it important to others? And during those 5 days for this contest, it was kind of rough because we are working on the app. So as we took this pause, if you will, as we took that pause to spend, sorry about the pause I just took, but when people are walking and talking next to you, it kind of ruins the flow of what you have to say. But when we took that pause for an entire week to fill out all of these questions, on one hand, you could think, oh my gosh, well, we had all these other things that we needed to do. And there was some tension there because we were stepping aside from the mechanics of the app and we were going into more of the philosophical reasons of why. And then we were also